Hello everyone, I invite you to an overview of the leading cryptocurrencies. We will be the first to check what happened on BTC in pair to USDT in a 4-hour timeframe. As you can see, the price has been moving in the uptrend channel for a long time, which we have marked with white lines. As you can see, the price fell by several $100s last night. It is also worth noting that we have now rebounded perfectly from the lower border of our channel for the third time. Let's start with setting the support, and as you can see in the current situation, Zenith stopped perfectly at the beginning of the first support zone, which lasts from $16,677 to $16,459. However, if the price breaks downwards from the current ascending channel and starts to fall, we can see a drop to the second support zone from $16,223 to $15,893. Now let's move on to the resistance that we should take into account when the price starts moving along our current channel, and in this situation we see that the first resistance zone that the price is currently fighting is from $16,846 and continues to $17,158. The next resistance is priced at $17,630 and $18,211. Looking at the chop indicator, we see that in the 4-hour interval, most of the energy has been used. The MACD indicator indicates a local downtrend, and the RSI is at a fairly low level, from which the price usually started to rise. Second in today's review is the BNB chart on a 4-hour time frame. At the beginning, we can mark with the white lines the sideways trend channel in which the price is moving, and with the yellow line the local downtrend line we are under. Now, using the trend-based fib extension tool, let's check what support we have in the coming hours and days. As you can see, the first support on which the price is currently based is $283, but if it drops below, we have another support at $261 and the third at $244. Looking the other way, we can check in the same way what resistances the price has to overcome first, and as you can see, we have the first resistance at $297, the second at $307, the third at $316 and the fourth at $323. As we can see, the CHOP index indicates that most of the energy in the 4-hour interval has been used up. The MACD indicates entering a local downtrend, while the RSI is at the lower end of the range from which the price often starts to reverse. At this point, it is also worth marking the opposite directions on the chart and the RSI indicator with a blue line. Such an arrangement often indicates a change in the trend. Next, we will check the LTCUS chart, this time on a 1-day time frame. We will start by marking with the white line the tendency that the price must overcome in order to grow in the long term, while locally with the help of the yellow line we will mark the uptrend. As you can see, the price is on the borderline. As you can see with the fib retracement tool, we have the first resistance at $76.20 where the price is currently located. The second resistance is $87.27. The third is $98.41 and the fourth is $115.10. Since we have determined resistances, let's check where the price can find support, and here we have the closest support at $74.23. If the price goes lower, the next support is $67.58, $62.40 and $57.14. However, it is very important that we have a lot of energy to make the next move, adding to this the MACD indicator, which indicates entering a downtrend, and the RSI, which is also quite high. We can see the price fall in the coming hours. What's more, the trend line on the chart is opposite to that on the RSI indicator, which often indicates a change in the trend. The last one in our today's review is the MACD chart on a one-day interval. As you can see, the price, after a fairly large drop, started to return along the uptrend line and gave an increase of 227%, and then began to move in the sideways trend channel. Now let's look at what supports MACD has on its way, and we see that we have the first support at 81 cents, the second support at 70 cents and the third support at 53 cents. Looking the other way, we will check resistance points for the price that we should take into account in the longer term. The first resistance is at $1.03, the second at $1.20 and the third at $1.45. It is also worth marking the local uptrend line above which the price is still holding. As you can see, the CHOP index indicates that the energy is highly charged, the MACD indicates that we are in an uptrend, and the RSI shows that we are in the middle of the range, which may indicate a further sideways trend. Technical analysis is provided by a third party, and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice.